Hey everybody, it's Pixelated Pat and I'm back with another episode of our Pokemon Gaia Hardcore Nuzlocke. Today on the agenda, we'll be deciding the fate of the Orbitus region as we commence with our final assault against Morgana of the Elder Knights. Make sure to hang on to your seats because we got some intense battles coming up with little room for error due to the fact that we'll be getting thrown into 2 intense battles in a row with no chance to heal in between before we have to take on 4 legendary Pokemon. You heard that right, it doesn't get much harder than that and there will be blood. That being said, may the epic OST be cued. So the strategy for the first battle was about the same as before. We make the quick switch over to Garchomp so we can take down this Mismagius before it can be a threat. It certainly could have with moves like Nasty Plot, but there wasn't a chance in hell I was going to let that happen. From there, all it takes is one crunch to bring it down, and so the first domino falls, which will then bring out her ace, Gengar. Since I was fearing a mega boost in Magic Shine from Gengar, I make the switch over to Nidoking, which turns out to be a safe switch due to the fact that Gengar used Toxic instead of any other move. That worked out very well for me. Due to the fact that Gengar loses the ability to levitate when he Mega Evolves, we're able to take it down very quickly with an Earthquake. While it did manage to land a Torment, it doesn't matter due to the fact that we switch out anyways when she sends out her Sigil at the next turn right after we knock out her Gengar. From there, we switch back over to Garchomp, who has to take a heavy hit from Psychic. The very next turn is Nail Biting as well due to the fact that Garchomp gets put down to 1 hit range when she has to take a second Psychic attack. But we got a super lucky defense drop which allows us to knock out Sigilyph in 1 attack after she wastes her only full restore for the battle. And after taking out her Sigilyph, the rest of the battle is about as easy as you can get due to the fact that Garchomp outspeeds her remaining Pokemon by a significant margin, and she also has super effective stab on both of them. All it takes is an Earthquake to obliterate each of her remaining Pokemon, although it is disappointing that Garchomp took as much damage as she did, which effectively takes her out of commission for the final battle unless I get put in enough of a corner to have to rely on her, which I hope won't happen. Now, cue the OST for the final time. And so begins the battle to decide the region's fate. We set up Toxic Spice right away and he managed to get a Rock Polish up. We then switch over to Skarmory, who loses a huge chunk of health upon coming in. While I was hoping to get some Stealth Rocks up, we only managed to get one layer of spikes up before Skarmory is immediately taken out by Stone Edge. After that, we send Roserade back in and managed to deal a huge hit with Giga Drain. Alas, it is not enough, and one of the first Pokemon we captured this run is taken out, RIP to Buddy. After some very careful deliberation, as you can tell, I kind of had to think there a little bit, I decided that Venusaur gives us the best chance to take this thing down. After that, we Mega Evolve right away, and while we do have to take an Earthquake, we're able to take down this absolute menace of a Pokemon who continues to haunt all of my Nuzlockes. After passing over Solar Beam, she sends in Regice, and this is where the hazards that I set up earlier come into play in a huge way for me. After a little bit of more careful deliberation, I decided to send out Magna to have a turn because I knew that she was going to be the best choice due to the fact that Regice does not have the greatest defenses. After that, all it takes is one Flame Wheel to take it out, which will finally bring out the mascot of the game, the behemoth known by none other than Regigigas. Now, for a moment there, I contemplated a switch due to the fact that this Regigigas comes with Zen Headbutt, but thanks to the hazards taking out a decent chunk of its health, we're able to take out Regigigas with a huge close combat, and just like that, the Pokemon I was most scared of turned out to be easy pickings. After that, she sends out her final Pokemon, which is none other than Registeel. I switch back over to Venusaur because it did seem like a good idea to keep Magna in after the huge defense drop she got from using close combat. Anyways, right away, we set up Leech Seed so we can start dealing chip damage, and right after that, the battle is as simple as spamming Earthquake and letting Leech Seed finish it off. Just like that, we've officially saved the Orbitus region. Go us! Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the segments of uninterrupted game footage and those awesome battles we just had. Anyways, if you enjoyed this episode, then don't forget to leave a like if you want to help the channel grow, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We still got a lot of awesome battles coming up in the run between Victory Road and the Pokemon League, so things are only going to get more exciting from here. As always, I'm thankful for all of you for all the support you show me, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. This is Pixelated Pat, signing off.